Aloha, it's Kelly Hosaka. Today I wanted to talk about leverage. Do you feel like you're always running out of time? And how about money? I'll tell you that for me, I was working in the corporate world 14 hours a day and realizing that I was running out of time, never had enough time, rushing around all the time, and never had enough money. And I just thought, how come successful people had all the time and all the money, and I must be doing something wrong? When I joined the home-based business industry, they taught me about leverage. And they said, Kelly, you know, if you're a woman, right, and you drive a car, and if you have a flat tire, you couldn't lift the car by yourself. So what you do is you use something called a tire jack, and with this instrument you now have leverage so that even, you know, a woman like me can use the jack, and it allows me to have leverage to lift the car up and then obviously change the tire. Not that I know how to do that, but but in making my point. So how does that happen? Well, it's called, you know, using tools or using a system of leverage. So when I entered the home-based business industry, what I learned was the only way to get more time was to leverage your time. And I thought, well, how do you do that? There's only 24 hours in a day. I don't know. How do you get any more? You can't physically. And then it was like, well, you could own a huge company, but my goodness, I didn't know how to do that. And so what I found out is there's really only two ways. You're going to leverage time and other people's efforts, or you're going to leverage money. And I didn't have money to leverage to begin with. And so what happened was I ended up in the network marketing business, and they taught me that number one, it was a system that was already set for me, so I didn't have to figure it out. It was already set that if I just followed their plan and I would help people do the same thing, then it would be like once I knew the skills, then I would duplicate and help somebody else. Now all of a sudden, I have 24 hours in a day, but if I help somebody else and they do it too, then it's almost like I have 48 hours in the day. And then when they go and help somebody else, now all of a sudden, you know, we have 72 hours in the day. I mean, it was like incredible, right? So it was something that like blew my mind because I never understood that that could happen that way. And that's what network marketing does. As you keep on helping people, it's totally time leverage. And then obviously as you get more income, you can do the same thing with money. But you have to do something to use leverage, because otherwise, can you imagine, going back to the car example, that I use no jack? How would I lift the car? There would be absolutely no way that I could lift the car. But with a car jack, anybody can do that, right? I mean, if you know how to set it up, anybody, no matter, it could be a 90-pound woman, can use a car jack and lift a car. So think about that. So how will you use leverage in your life for time and money, which then leads to freedom? Because a job, there is no way to leverage a job. You can only leverage that through owning a big business. Because even a small business, even a doctor and a lawyer, there's no way to leverage their time because they're the skilled ones and they have to be at work every day. So just something for you guys to ponder on. Once I understood this, I said, oh my goodness, I want to use a tool or a system that was already in place so that I can just be the one to pump the jack. And I can do that. And I tell you guys, it's been so incredible to learn that. So just something for you to look at and ponder on and consider. Take care. Aloha.